Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Badass Unscripted. I want to speak directly, one-to-one. Get right in the ear of all you leaders out there. I want to talk to you about a different kind of certainty. You know, our clients are always asking for, when can I have it? How much for how much? How much will this whole thing cost? What kind of budget do you need? When am I going to get what feature? What's it going to include? Who signed off on that? That kind of certainty that we've grown up with, that we've been trained on in the corporate universe, is no longer serving us. And that's how we got to agility. And I've said it so many times. When people resist, when there's pushback, what's the pushback? We miss our certainty. We need our certainty. We're certain we need our certainty. People love that feeling of if you just made a promise, everything would be okay, knowing full well that most promises that attempt to predict the future don't get kept, do they? So if we can't predict the future, what kind of certainty can we possibly offer? Well, here's what I suggest. When you lead people, be the certainty. Well, what does that mean? Do you ever watch people on a bus or a train? Whether you take it or whether you just observe one passing by, take a good look. What are people doing? Are they talking to one another? Are they staring out the window, observing the miracle of nature, of modern metropolitan life? Are they taking it all in, moment by moment? Or are they slaves to their devices? Do they heed the call of every ping and ding, notification, pop-up? Are they constantly serving that dopamine hit? Am I lovable? Am I needed enough for someone to text me back or like my post or comment on my comment? Are they being sucked into the rat hole of watching strangers fight on social media? Just do a count. Out of 10 people, how many people do you see in a close quarters, almost social situation rather than speaking to one another, engaging and helping and inspiring one another? Rather, their lives are led by something outside themselves. When you get that email or text message, it's almost like a command that you must follow and obey. You're not in charge of your time, they are. It's interesting because this is a relatively new problem. 20 years ago, most of that situation didn't even exist. At worst, you were a slave to your books, or maybe you had your Walkman on. So in a way, we've always suffered from this problem, but I feel like now it's magnifying, it's amplifying. So you, my friend, if you lead, then who should be leading you? Your cell phone? Your social addictions? Your dopamine flow? I don't think so. Start by being in command of your own soul, and that can start with your attention. It's the small things that matter. Be aware of your surroundings. If you're sitting on that bus, put your phone away. Make a commitment to be aware of what's going on around you. Maybe there's someone with a young child in a stroller who could use a hand holding the door open. Maybe someone can't quite figure out the schedule or what stop they're at. Notice. Look out the window. What's going on with the trees? Do you see grass or snow or rain? Note what's going on around you. Hey, how many times have you passed by your building at work and realized that you never noticed that the building next door has been torn down, or there's a for sale sign in the window, or there's no 13th floor in your elevator? How many details pass you by because you're not awake? Because we give in to choices that are made for us by others. If you are in command of your attention, if you are present in the moment, if you make eye contact and really listen when you're having conversations, if you can free yourself of the need to constantly check your messages, to respond to email right now, right when you get it, then you're in control, not them, meaning them with a capital T. When you live your life that way, you are certainty itself. You are in control. You're sure. You're confident. You have dominion over your time and energy. And listen, that simple practice when you show up at work, people are going to notice that you're the one. You're the one who will lead. You're the one who will go first. Either you have the answers or you know how to get them. You will not react with anger or fear because you look like you're in complete control of your universe. That's the kind of certainty that people really want. Business cases and BRDs and Gantt charts and spreadsheets, they're just a form of certainty. They're just an attempt to control the unknown. But when you show up as someone who does not break down, who knows what to do, who is in complete control and mastery of themselves, when things are uncertain, when things are fearful, then you can make change. You can build trust. You can improve adoption. You can transform individuals and then teams and maybe whole organizations. Something to think about, guys. It starts with the simple act. Let me know what you think. You can find me at badassagile.com or on Twitter at badass_agile and on Instagram at badassagile. I love you because you're crazy. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. And until then, stay badass.